Hello guys, my name is Michael and welcome to a new GTKDialog tutorial. As you already know, until now we created a window with a button inside of it, and of course this window, once that the button was clicked, open up a dialog for us. In this case we are creating a response dialog, which is a dialog which asks you if you are sure about quitting this window or not. So this means we have two options, no and yes. And after we are populating this window, this dialog window, we need now to take some actions. This means we need to set those two buttons to do some things for us. Me in this tutorial I'm going to set no to closing this dialog window and yes to close the whole application window. And by doing this we need to learn a new function. Let us go back a little bit to see which kind of things we learned until now. And as you already notice, we were using GTKDialog new, and then we are using GTK add button and add buttons. I think we used them both. I'm not sure. Let me go back and check it. No, we didn't. Okay, no, it's no problem because I'm going to use it right now. So basically the difference between this function and this function is, and the add buttons, it is that this function let you create all these stuffs only in one call. So this means, let me show you. I'm going to pass the first parameter, which is the dialog. The second one, it is the first button, and the next one will be of course our second button. And of course we are going to inform this function with null that we are done with it. So I'm going to comment out these two right here. I'm going to compile it and run, and you'll see that there is no difference now. The program works in the same manner like before, but we were using just in one call everything. So basically you can clean it the way you want to. So let me make it a little bit nicer, like this, and as you can see now looks nice. Anyway, this is about the GTKDialog add buttons, which I thought I provided you. Now what kind of we are talking about the get content area also, and now it is time to use another function, and this function which we are going to use today, it is called GTKDialog run. Let's see. It says blocks in a recursive main loop until the dialog either emits a response signal or is destroyed. If the dialog is destroyed during the call to the GTKDialog run or GTKDialog run, wait a second. If the dialog is destroyed during the call to GTKDialog run, then GTKDialog run returns GTK response none. Okay. Otherwise, it returns the response ID from the response signal emission. Whatever. Okay. So what we are going to do now, we are going to call this function. This function returns a gint. So we are going to create a response for this one. Gint response. Okay. And now we can point our response to our GTKDialog run, and this function takes only our dialog, which is good. So I'm going to copy it and throw it right here. And now that we have the response, we can create a if statement or a switch. Let us create a switch statement. Switch response. And by doing this, we are going to say let's say case 1, which is for yes in our case. G print the yes button was pressed. Break. case 2, which is for no, like here it is for no, we are going to say gprint. I'm going to copy these two things here. The no button was pressed. Default. For the default, we are going to only use a break, nothing special. Okay, so let us see what happens. The way it looks like now, we are just going to interact with yes and no button. So our main program works fine, our dialog opens fine, and now I'm going to hit no, and says the no button was pressed, and I hit yes, and of course it doesn't work anymore. Why? We'll see in a moment how we can fix it. For this we need to choose something for these two things to do for us, some information which we can provide for those buttons. So I'm going to use GTK Widget destroy to destroy our window and our widget as well. So the first thing first, our yes button should destroy our window, so we are going to say GTK widget destroy and window. And of course our window, we said here that it is a GTK window, but the GTK widget destroy needs a GTK widget, so this means we need to cast it to GTK widget, our window. And of course I'm going to copy this one right here, and I'm going to pass it here, and now I'm going to remove this one because we don't need it, and we are going to pass here our dialog. Okay, so what do we have now at this point? As the program flow looks like, we have two cases, the case 1 and case 2. The first case says the yes button was pressed. Once that it happens, then our program should destroy it by passing the window, our window, to GTK widget to destroy. And in the second case, where it is for no, this is okay, this is the yes button, and this is the no button. Okay, so basically after you click on no button, says that no button was pressed, and only the dialog should be destroyed and nothing else. Let us see if it works. And we have a problem. It says implementing function GTK widget destroy, and this happens with what the heck? GTK widget destroy, and then GTK widget. I see where the problem is. Sorry guys, now I know this. The cast was the problem. GTK widget, because we need an uppercase and not in the lowercase. Okay, I will compile it and run again. Okay, the program works fine. I will hit the open dialog. It works also fine. I cannot interact with the main window, which is fine, because we said that when we created the model, when we called the GTK window set model, we set it to true, so this means it doesn't let us to work with it. Okay, so that being said, let me put it a little back here. I'm going to close the program and run it again because I kind of messed the things here. Okay, so I'm going to open the dialog, and now I'm going to hit the no. The no button was pressed and the dialog window closed, which is working the way we wanted. And now I'm going to hit the yes, and says the yes button was pressed and the application goes out of, so exits. So this means our program works fine the way we design it and the way we need it to have it to work. That being said, thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, share with your friends and neighbors, and until next time, see you guys.